Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Ameen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain ila yawmiddin. Dignitaries on the dais, brothers and sisters. First of all, I thank on behalf of All India Muslim Personal Board, the Tamil Nadu Save of Unit, Save of Campaign Unit of the board. They have conducted many small and big programs, and today's program was, I can say that a good public meeting. Brothers and sisters, you know that since the first Waqf Act was enacted in 1923, and after the independence of the country, the first Waqf Act was enacted in 1954. After that, so many times there were some amendments in the Waqf Act. Last amendment were in 2013. Muslims have not raised any voice against these amendments. This is the first time that we have seen that the entire Muslim community, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Assam to Gujarat, they are raising their voice that it is not acceptable to us. Why? We must ask why? Because this is the first time that Muslims were not consulted before making the law. You know, I have been witness to 2013 amendments. We have several sittings by Minority Affairs Ministry, and after they have proved with us that these are the final amendments, and then they have passed it in the Parliament. For the first time, this government enacted the entire law without consulting the Muslim community, for which this law was enacted. You know, in a democracy, whenever you pass a law, if the law is for any community or any section of the society, this is incumbent on the government to consult that community. For the first time, not only for Muslim, we have seen that the similar situation was there when they passed 3 farm laws. All the Kisan leaders, former leaders, they opposed it. For 1 complete year, they sat on dharna at the Delhi border. The Punjab Kisan, Punjab farmers, Haryana farmers, UP farmers and Rajasthan farmers. And then only the government has taken back. You know, this law is discriminatory. This law is violative of the fundamental right of the Constitution. This law is taking away the Waqf properties of the Muslim community. You know, there were so many things when this government came to power since 2014, there were so many things going on against Muslim community. But the Muslim community has not raised such a voice which they are raising against this Waqf Amendment Act. There were lynchings going on. There were bulldozers, terrorism going on throughout the country. They have taken away the scholarship scheme. So many things has been done. For the first time, the Muslim community has raised this issue that these amendments are not acceptable to us. Why? Actually, if they started with this thing that we want to make Waqf amendment, Waqf law transparent. We want the corruption has to be removed. We want the women has to be benefited, and the poor and downtrodden people has to be benefited. But nothing such amendments are there in these 48 amendments. Then they have formed, after when the hue and cry has been made in the Parliament, then they say that it has been given to JPC. You know, in JPC also, we went there, All India Muslim Personal Board, we have submitted 211-page document, and we have said that why we are rejecting these amendments. Then when they open it for the people, then we ask Muslim community throughout the country that they should send their emails rejecting this bill. Alhamdulillah, I can say that 5 crores emails were sent to JPC. That would have been enough for the government that the entire Muslim community is rejecting this law. So that has to be taken back. But they have not, because they want to usurp the Waqf properties. So this is what they are doing. I am not going into detail because so many people have spoken. I am unfortunate that I don't understand the Tamil, but I think that every section of the amendments has been taken care of by our speakers. But what achievements we are getting from this movement which we have launched since April throughout the country? For the first time, I can see that all the sections of the Muslim community, Deobandi, Barelvi, Shia, Sunni, Hanfi, Malki, Ambli, they are on one platform. There is no single voice against, or there are no single voice in favor of these amendments. The entire Muslim community is united against the Waqf Act. This is the first thing achievement. Second achievement that you will see that in the parliament when this was debated in the parliament, entire opposition, they sat till midnight, and this law was passed at 4 a.m. in the morning. The entire opposition, they argued against this law. They were united and they rejected it.